You know what broke me? It was the moment I found out even Muhammad didn't know if he was going to heaven. The man that billions are trusting to lead him into paradise. And he literally said, I don't know what will happen to me, leading billions with a maybe. Like, I thought the Prophet had a guaranteed seat at the table. But Surah 46:9, holy rug pull. Muhammad literally says, I am not something original among the messengers, and I do not know what will happen with me or you. So if he doesn't know as a prophet, why did I act like I knew? Like, why was I arguing with my Christian friends trying to tear away their faith when they were so certain?
Okay, so this guy claims that he was a Muslim, then he converted to Christianity. Now, whether that's true or not, to be honest, I don't really care. I'm just concerned with the statement that he made. So he uses a verse in the Quran, which is chapter 46, verse number 9. And the verse says, as you can see here, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him and his family, to say, I am not something new among the messengers, meaning there have been messengers before me. And then he says, nor do I know what will be done with me or with you. That statement. I only follow that which Allah has revealed to me, and I am not but a clear warner. So it says, وَمَا أَدْرِي مَا يُفْعَلُ بِي وَلَا بِكُمْ. Okay. So what he's trying to say now is that according to this verse, why should the people follow the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him and his family, when he himself doesn't even know whether he's going to heaven or hell, or whether he's what's going to happen to him? Now, firstly, you fail to see the context of the verse. You people always do this. You take a verse of the Holy Quran, you try to quote it, but then you take it out of context. For example, there's a verse in the Quran that says, and the disbelievers, kill them wherever you find them. And then all of a sudden you guys are like, Islam promotes violence. Look, it says kill them wherever you find them. But if you go back one verse, it says, for those that expelled you from your homes, kill them wherever you find them. But if they retreat, don't attack from the back. So what you do is you look at the verses before and after to understand the context of the verse. But you guys take one verse, take it out of context and say, look, now this verse is saying the Prophet says, I don't know what's going to happen to me. I don't know what's going to happen to you. In what context was he saying this? Was he speaking about this world? Was he speaking about the hereafter? Was he speaking about a specific thing? Yes, he was, and I'll prove to you what it was in a moment. So we start off by looking at commentaries of the Quran. So when it comes to the Holy Quran and the verses of the Holy Quran, we don't understand all the verses because some are metaphorical, some are literal. So we go towards what we call a tafsir, which is an exegesis, a commentary of the verses. Start off by looking here, as you can see, Tafsir Burhan fi Tafsir al-Quran by Allama Hashim Bahrani, Hadith 9763. It says that Sharfuddin al-Najfi said, narrated with a chain of transmission traceable back to the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him and his family, that Imam Baqir alayhi salam and Imam Sadiq alayhi salam said that when this verse was revealed, meaning the Prophet saying, I don't know what's going to happen to me and what's going to happen to you, it's regarding war. And it says that the Quraysh then said, why should we follow him when he doesn't know what will be done with him or with us? So they're literally saying what you're saying. Meaning what? And it says here, in war. So what it says is, he doesn't know what will happen to him and to us, meaning the people, in war. So why should we follow him if we don't know the outcome of the battle? So in order to reply to those people, Allah revealed the Quranic verse where it says, indeed, we have granted you a clear conquest. So here, again, it's speaking about war. Second tafsir here, Tafsir Tibyan by Shaykh At-Tusi. It says that Al-Hasan said, the meaning is that I do not know what God commands me to do with you. So he's not speaking about the hereafter. He says, I don't know what to do with you. Meaning what? What to do with you of war or peace. So should I do war with you guys, or should I do peace with you guys, or of hastening or delaying your punishment? So again, this shows that his statement is related to war and not heaven or hell. So he's not speaking, I don't know what's going to happen to me on the day of judgment. He's just saying, I don't know what's going to happen in regards to us. Are we going to fight? Are we going to have peace, etc.? And the third one here, as you can see, Tafsir Majmul Bayan by Shaykh At-Tabrisi, it says that I do not know whether I will die or be killed. So he's not referring to, I don't know whether I'm going to go to heaven or hell. He says, I don't know if I'm going to die or if I'm going to get killed in a battle. And I do not know whether stones will be thrown from the sky, or whether he, meaning God, will swallow you up, or whether what he did with the nations who denied will be done to you. This is the kicker. This only applies to this world. So the verse is restricted to this world. And as you can see here, it says, and as for the hereafter, it is known that he will be in paradise. So again, this verse is not speaking about the Prophet saying, I don't know what's going to happen to me in terms of the day of judgment. I don't know if I'm going to go to heaven or hell. He's saying, I don't know what's going to happen in terms of this war. I don't know if we're going to fight or if we're not, if we're going to win or we're going to lose, or if I'm going to die or if I'm going to be killed. And that's when Allah revealed the verse by saying, we will grant you a victory in the battles. Whether I will be commanded to fight you or to refrain from fighting you. So again, he's speaking about war. So instead of coming and trying to criticize the Quran, try and understand the context of the verse and then maybe speak.